Damn, it's pretty crazy that 2022 is only a couple of weeks away. It's fucking crazy, man.
Here we go again.
Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Low High Trips. And today we'll be talking about absolutely nothing
Yay.
because the year is coming to an end. So, yeah, 2021 coming to an end. We are approaching 2022. Oof, what an absolutely, I don't know, if you can sum up your year in one word, what would you say? Or words?
Oh,
I'm pretty speechless at the moment, if I'm
wow.
honest. Yeah.
That's hard. I think new?
New? Happy New Year.
Oh shit. Not like that. That's so lame. Now you make it sound so lame.
New Year, new me. Yeah.
Okay, not new. Transition.
And what's the most major significant transitions that you have experienced this year?
I think definitely me graduating and having my first proper full-time job, like
Wow.
my first step into adulthood, and at the same
Wow.
time, my visa situation that I'm applying. Oh, should this be private? me.
I'm just gonna beep it.
Don't be. I think it's fine. Like me, like having actual plan, like staying Australian long term.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's kicking me out, huh?
For now. But yeah, first of all, happy graduation.
Yeah.
And what an amazing job immediately landing a job right before even graduating.
It
I
was
think
just
that's absolutely
luck. It
insane.
was just luck.
Yeah, because if I'm honest, that period of time where I was applying for jobs, when I was job hunting, basically transitioning from a postgraduate to a fresh employee, fresh graduate. Basically the transition from a fresh graduate to a first time working adult full time was hell. It was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
I felt like I wish I was more prepared for it, but
Yeah.
I think no one's ever prepared for it. You're just thrown into the deep end. You have to learn to swim. And when you learn to swim, yeah, you just navigate your life through that way. I mean, at least if you follow the traditional 9 to 5 pathway.
Yeah. I feel like most of I can't say most of that. I think it's just like the school I went to, they never really like hands on like what should you do kind
Yeah.
of, yeah. But I guess like my profession is a bit different as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Healthcare is always a bit different.
Because with your profession, correct me if I'm wrong, the demand was really high, but the supply was low.
Yes,
So
yeah.
it's funny because I remember that you were sussing options out. No, as in not sussing options out. You were considering your options, which is
Yeah.
insane because it's like the reverse power play. Typically, it's like, from my understanding, the employers will be the one filtering through applications and thinking about which applicants they would like to proceed to the next round.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you're the one thinking which employers would you like to proceed to the next round and for you to like think more seriously about them,
Yeah, it sounds like
Insane.
it sounds like fuckboy sliding in your DM.
What?
Just like really sus recruitment officer be like, hey Kasey, this is our company. Do you want to do an interview?
Oh yeah, you told me like some people sliding to your LinkedIn, is it?
Yeah.
Right? Like, hey,
Kinda
this is my
funny.
number. Hit me
I,
up.
I didn't expect this at all. So yeah,
Me too.
kind of cool in a way. Yeah.
It's like a working pickup culture.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really have like I didn't even get to build my skill as in like interviewing or like preparing all this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, honestly speaking, I feel like that really saved you a lot of not just time. Of course, time is really precious, but it really saves you a lot of mental distress, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
That you didn't
yeah.
go through I would say, honestly, I think that was one of the most difficult periods of my life.
Oh.
I think it was difficult. The transition, the fact that you're unemployed and you're looking for a job. Basically, job hunting is just hell. I'm just gonna put it
Yeah,
out there.
I
It's
know.
absolute hell.
And
And
it really make you question your self-worth.
I mean, I knew of a few people who were working in pretty bad positions in pretty bad companies. And when I mention bad, it's not monetary. It's more like the culture of it. They're not happy. Their satisfaction levels are low.
Yeah.
But they were averse towards finding a new job because of the fact that they understand that job hunting was hell. Back then, I couldn't empathize. I was like, man, nah, you just don't want to put in effort. But as I was job hunting, I was like, wow, okay, I really underestimated how much stress, pressure, overall inconvenience of this whole process, and it's borderline inefficient. And not borderline. Come on, let's be real. It's inefficient as hell, right? If I could revamp the whole system, I would. If I could, I would. But anyhow, what I'm trying to say is that, yeah, look, if you are stuck in a job which you're not happy with, come on, man, you gotta like back yourself up, self-worth,
I think it's fair to like, I know a lot of people, they kind of like stay in a role that they don't necessarily like because they don't want to go through that whole job hunting. You don't necessarily like the job, but it's rather like, I'd rather stay in this uncomfortable role than like actually stepping outside, like experiencing the whole thing again, like questioning yourself, like, can I get a job? And that uncertainty, I think it's quite fair. It's just like how people, they rather stay in a like long, let's say 5-6 relationship, even they're not happy just
5-6 years, you mean?
Yeah,
okay.
Just because they don't want to like go out and like do the whole like, what's your favorite color again?
Yeah. Go through the whole job application, like
it's the same
relationship
thing.
application process. Yeah.
Similarity.
That's fair. I really see where it's coming from.
Yeah.
But of course, at the same time, if you accept like mediocrity in your life, can't really pronounce the word, but if you accept that's what you, I don't know, what's that Tumblr quote again? Like you get what you deserve? No.
What?
You get the love that you deserve. I don't know. It's just that it's just plastered everywhere on Tumblr.
You attract what you are.
You attract what you are. What, Chinese?
No. Oh, actually, I don't know. I actually don't know which one you're with.
Yeah.
I thought we are gonna beep this part.
Nah,
we
it's
just
okay.
Confused.
Nah, it's okay. This is the whole theme of the podcast: raw, candid, organic.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay. On a serious note, right? I think. No. Before that, I want to ask you, what are your thoughts on 9 to 5? Because right now, with the environment that we are living in, I can understand that there are a lot of movements out there for financial freedom. Mainly FIRE, which is, oh my God, what is it? Something retire early. Financial
like anti-work culture.
FIRE. Yeah, which is like you work, you hustle for like, that's the term, right? The keyword is hustle. Hey, we're gonna hustle, mate. Yeah, we're gonna hustle for like a couple of decades and then you retire early. Of course, there are a lot of entrepreneurs out there as well, people that want to have their own business and everything. That's something I'm still very interested in. Yeah, just want to know what are your thoughts on 9 to 5, because 9 to 5 right now, in my opinion, has such a bad rep among my circle, at least from what I've seen. It's been, I wouldn't say discriminated, but it has been absolutely like associated, with like negative connotations that, you are settling for a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? That's what I feel, at least from my circle.
Yeah. For me personally, like, it's just like there's no certain things that is like absolutely like good or bad. Like, it really depends on the person. Like, some people, they kind of, for example, like me, like, I'm personally have no problem with like 9 to 5 jobs. I kind of like the structure, the routine, and especially like most of the people around me, they kind of like have similar working hours as well. So it's kind of good. Like, when I'm off, my friends are off. I kind of enjoy that, but like obviously some people don't necessarily like it. But I wouldn't say it's like it's bad for everyone. Some people necessarily like just personal preference in a sense, yeah. But I think for me, like, the hustle culture is not really for me. Like, if I wanted it, then I could have just stayed in Hong Kong. Like, the whole reason me coming to Australia is to have that work-life balance. Like, I wouldn't mind, like, I'm not earning as much, but I have a better mental health and lifestyle than, like, oh shit, but I'll probably, like, takes me a bit longer to retire. At least, like some people, they want to hustle, like work really hard, like say in their 20s, then they retire a bit early. But for me, it's like I'd rather drag it a bit longer, but wasn't too hard for me in the beginning, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I think for some people, it's like, yep, they're gonna suffer. I mean, quote unquote, suffer for the first probably like first decade of their life.
Yeah.
Right, like hustling for 10 years.
Yeah.
Forget everything. Just keep everything aside. You would attend to those things when you've made it. Like, I'm gonna start doing all these things on my checklist once I've made it. And being made it means financial freedom more often than not, right?
Yeah.
But for you feel like might as well have that balance right now all the way till when you retire someday. Rather than like completely cut off everything. Because the thing is that I think one thing that I want to bring up as well, which is that I've always wanted a PlayStation all my life. Okay, I wanted a PlayStation throughout most of my childhood life. Yeah. But my mom, my dad, my parents in general.
Yeah.
I mean, my parents in general. How many parents do I have?
Who else?
Yeah, my mom and my dad. I only have mom and dad, right? Just to clarify. Yeah, very vanilla family. But anyhow, my mom has never approved my request for PlayStation 5, she has always like quoted or given the justification that it would affect my grades.
Yeah, I think that's really fair. Like most of parents, their logic works like that.
Yeah, but to call my mom out, my mom's always like comparing me with other people. She's like, "Oh, look at this person, he's getting like 100 and you're getting 99. Like, why can't you get 100?" And sometimes I get like so triggered. I'm like, yeah, because the person has a PS, all right? The person has a PlayStation, and that's why he has like proper balance in his life between study and entertainment.
Yeah,
while I have
yeah,
none,
yeah.
mom. That's why I got 99. The one is the stress. The stress that I got sort of like brought it down. But okay, going back to the topic, I think I can really see arguments from all sides, regarding the hustle culture, regarding 9 to 5. I think the main argument against 9 to 5 is the fact that you are not your own boss. You are working for someone else. You are an employee. You're working for someone else's future. These arguments, I can see, I can understand. I was once in that boat. I might be in this boat soon. I mean, who knows? I could change my perspective. But what I'm trying to say is that just because you're not working 9 to 5 doesn't mean that your work hours are reduced.
Yeah. Like owning your own business is 24/7. The stress.
Yep.
You can't really clock out. It's completely different. I think like it's just that one thing people sometimes just because they don't like A, they really romanticize of like glamorize B. It's just like yes, like capitalism shit. Yeah. So they'd be like, yes, communism is the way. Like no, they're both shit. Just personal opinion, but they're both shit.
I don't know if this is accurate, but it's like the lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, I don't see 9 to 5 as the lesser of two evils, but I see 9 to 5 as the pathway to my financial freedom right now. I feel like 9 to 5 provides me with the stability to steadily earn an income in order to give me the freedom to dive into hustle culture.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, the transition.
Dude, if you have like absolutely zero financial foundation, like you have $0 in your bank account, what hustle culture are you going to fight for, man? First of all, please think about like feeding yourself. Okay, at least like be sustainable in the upcoming like 6 months to 1 year, knowing that you can survive then. Think about it. How are you going to have the mental space, freedom, whatever it is, creativity, expression, anything at all, right? How are you going to have all of these things when you haven't even settled your basic human needs? For me, I can't. For me, it's like the Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it. I'm going to search it right now. It's Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I'm very sure. Yes, sir. Okay, so yeah, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. For me, I can really relate to it. I think it's very valid. So essentially what it is that it shows you like a pyramid, showing you what are the needs from the bottom all the way to the up. So the lowest one would be the most basic needs, physiological needs, things like water, air, which is oxygen, food, shelter, sleep, clothing, reproduction, sex. It's like, man, how can I start going on hustle culture when I haven't had sex? God damn it.
Beep.
But yeah, on a serious note, right, I feel like 9 to 5 is the most appropriate option for me based on my current circumstances. Perhaps when I'm a bit more financially stable, then I can start branching out and start diving into the ideas that I have for like years.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you reckon that 9 to 5 is something that you're comfortable with until the day you retire?
Yeah, I think the thing like we talked about before, as in like there are people they're in position, for example, assistant managers. Like it doesn't necessarily mean they don't have the ability or capacity to move up. It's more just like personal preference that they rather. So some people they're just comfortable in their roles. So I feel like everyone's different. Personally, for me, I don't necessarily enjoy taking that much responsibility. So I think 9 to 5 works for me for now. Yeah, and I would think I have the capacity or right mental space to kind of like jump into the hustle culture yet.
Okay.
I like stability.
Yep, that's
now.
really fair. For the current life circumstances that you're in and your current life phase or life period, whatever it is, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I think for me, I have the goal of financial freedom. When I'm talking about financial freedom, it's not about buying whatever I want. It's essentially for me to do whatever I want whenever. And I'm not talking about materialism or consumerism. I'm not talking about buying things, none of those things. It's not about purchasing things. It's not about buying things when I want, not about buying experiences, but it's about like, yeah, today I want to focus all day doing my podcast. Yeah, I can afford it. Does that make sense? It's not about like, yeah, I want like, this mic setup, or I want this ideal house that I have. Of course I do, because I value stability as well. That's something that I learned this year. And yeah, I think it's just the freedom to do whatever you want whenever. That is liberating.
Yeah. It's actually such a like luxury.
Privilege?
Yeah, at the same time.
Attainable privilege, I would say.
Can I just say like the theme for today is 2021, 2022, why we're here talking about employment and stuff.
Oh, I think it's good. I mean, who knows? Maybe like the people listening to these podcasts are typically of this age, young adults. I don't know, adolescents, young adults, or adults. I honestly have no idea what's the target audience. Human beings, Homo sapiens. Hey, but if you're an alien listening to this as well, what's up? Hit me up. Let's collab. All right. So let's go back to the topic as well. 2021, 2022. I felt like 2021 has been a year of like learning so much. A year of like self-growth, self-development.
Of course.
Yeah, it's just
self-development for you.
Yeah. I think you literally said it once as well. Like self-development is like my porn.
Yeah, you masturbate to it.
Yeah. I mean, not literally, but I can see it. I can see it, Maybe one day.
Oh no. I won't know. TMI.
Maybe one day. Just reading like, I don't know. Okay. But going back to the topic, let's not put goals, it's too new year, new me kind of shit. But what are the things that you would like to try in 2022?
2022, first, my career-wise, my job, like definitely like...
And become the CEO of your company?
I want to be at least like confident in my skills, like the area, the field I work in, like definitely try to get rid like of that imposter syndrome. I think that's quite common
Imposter syndrome, yeah.
Yeah, for new grads. And second, organizing my social circles. As in like I'm going to step into my full-time job, the life adulthood. So definitely have to organize a bit, like friends I'm hanging out with. As in my time is limited. So I can't socialize as much as I did before. Prioritize.
Fair.
There's two things. Oh, definitely my visa situation as well.
Yep, that's very fair.
Not situation, I call it situation, but nothing's really going on.
Yeah. It's just more like a checklist.
Yeah.
Like, of course, you'll feel better once you have checked it and you've got it done. It's like a to-do list.
Yeah. I think potentially me moving to my own place, as in not me buying the place, but an unfurnished place that I'll be buying my own furniture.
Yeah.
Something.
You want to decorate it.
Yeah,
interior design.
Hoping to, because I've been moving quite a lot. Like I actually move every year, so I've been staying for like 5-6 places.
Yo, in Australia.
So like hoping to now finally I'm financially like more like independent, that I can find a place and stay for a bit longer.
I don't know why I just say sick to you moving so many places. I don't think it's sick. None of this is sick besides like illness. But
I mean, it's quite good. Like you get to see
experience
more houses.
Oh God,
I kind of like
save
it.
Me. Yeah,
because you don't like moving, but personally, I don't have a problem with that.
For fun fact, for context as well to everyone listening, I've moved like 10 accommodations in my life. 10 accommodations, because I essentially moved out from home when I was 18 years old. Yeah, and right now I'm like 50. So 10 accommodations is pretty fair. But it's shit, man. Every single time when I move, it's insane the amount of like mental effort that I need to put in, aside from like physical and financial effort as well. It's so draining. It's so taxing. It's just, I don't know. It's like really something that I'm very averse to. It's like I get so much anxiety from it. I'm not exaggerating. But anyhow, look, I believe that that's something just in my mind. Of course, if you put out the steps needed and you organize shit, you plan early, you have a checklist, just know that, if you worry about it, nothing's going to change anyway.
Yeah.
Like if I worry every single day, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to do it anyway. So what's going to change? Like if I worry, no one's going to fix it while I worry. Yeah. I have to fix it. So either you fix it. If you can't fix it now, cool. Then what are you going to do? If you worry about it, nothing's going to change. I mean, if you reflect upon it, cool. Get some ideas, brainstorm, but
Yeah.
unnecessary worry without any goals or plans or direction, pointless. Waste of resource. Don't waste your mental resource, guys.
Accept what you can control.
Yeah, and control what you can't accept. What?
What? Wait, what? What did you say?
What?
No, that's not good. Don't listen to him, man. Man.
But yeah, 2022. I think I'm more open to experience, I'd say. I think right now, I think 2021, I've really been more open to experience. And the most substantial example would be this podcast. It's insane how this is like an idea that I thought about for so long. Basically, since after high school, I've really thought about like starting a YouTube channel or probably not podcast because I'm going to be honest, at that time, podcast wasn't really a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't really
It's quite
listen.
new.
Speaking of YouTube, if you're listening to this, hey yo, this is a sneak peek. Low High Trips could potentially venture into YouTube videos. Look, it's not gonna be anything consistent yet. It's definitely something that I will do. I don't wanna say I plan to do because I want to do it. I will create at least one YouTube video for Low High Trips. I'm not sure if it's gonna be podcast style or it's gonna be whatever it is. But yeah, I'm gonna execute some of the ideas that I have in my mental notebook. Yeah, it's been there forever. I think it's about time to explore it. It's not time to explore anymore. It's time to execute it. Right? Just do it.
Then what was your work for your 2021?
Oh my word.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sounds kind of like transition as well. A lot of like new experiences.
I'm gonna be honest. If I use the word transitional, I feel like every year is transitional.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
That's true.
I mean,
that's
at
very
least
true.
to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I just like to see things. It's like, oh, it's so poetic. Eh? It's transitional. New year. I think my word for 2021 would be control.
Wow.
I think everything revolves around the theme of control. Things that are outside of my control, things are within my control. So it's essentially accept the things that you cannot control and actively, I wouldn't say control, but actively improvise or being proactive with the things that you can.
Yeah.
Basically, serenity to accept the things that you cannot change, courage to change the things that you can.
Yeah.
And the wisdom to know the difference. So yeah, that's my 2021. Moving to 2022, I would like to exert more control into my life because I'm a control freak, as you know. If I can control everything in my life, that would be mamma mia.
Do you think it's good or bad how you so big on like controlling stuff?
Look, I think it's both. It's like a double-edged sword. But I think I work really well in a system of knowing what to do and what comes after that. So basically, I'm allowed to be free in a system, if that makes sense. Organized chaos. Hey. Anyhow, is there anything that you would like to share with our listeners to sort of like wrap up 2021 going to 2022?
Wow. I can't think of one. I don't know. I feel like yours is so like philosophy, like ideas, concept. Mine's so practical.
Yeah, that's a different way of thinking. There's nothing wrong with that.
For me, one of the things career-wise like that I only got to realize like after I graduate, not after graduate, maybe approaching the end of graduation, that networking is so important. Like I mean, like I think most of people who kind of like already working, maybe they already knew, but for me, like as a new grad, I wish someone told me beforehand how important networking, for example, your professor, your lecturer, or like, for example, like my case, healthcare kids, they have placements. It's so important to actually reach out, network, and so important. It really helps you when it comes to employment and stuff. And also like I felt like I was really bad at small talk. I never really tried to build connection when I had placement or work, but I never knew how important it would be for my employment. So yeah, I don't know if that's like a tip or like something that I learned, but yeah, networking, definitely work on it. Force yourself to do it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's both a tip and something that you learn. It's a tip
Even
from
you
what
don't
you
like it, you have to do it. That's what I learned.
That's fair. I mean, I would completely agree with you that networking is utmost important. It's vital.
Yeah.
It's look, it's not about networking for the sake of taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
But it's really networking for the sake of, I don't know, I feel healthy after doing it. I hate it. I'm going to be honest. I don't hate the people that I network with. I hate the idea of having to network.
Yeah.
Because it feels like a job to me.
Yeah,
You have
because
to know
it
that.
is
Yeah.
somehow like the intention, but you just gotta deal with it. Like you just have to accept that you need that skill as an adult. Oh yeah, and one thing that I learned quite interesting. I was talking to my friend earlier. Other stuff that I learned or like I felt a bit embarrassed that I didn't realize before, but I learned probably within this year that I'm so, as in personally, my family and I, we don't really necessarily like celebrate Christmas, but we had Christmas holiday, it's a public holiday. So we're so used to, hey, Merry Christmas and stuff. I'm from Hong Kong, so we don't, most of the people, they don't really have a religion, not necessarily religious. So for us, Christmas is just a holiday, nothing to do with religion. But I came to Austria, I met more people with different religions or cultural background that my friend reminded me before that she doesn't say Merry Christmas. Like instead, she actually says Happy Holidays. Then I realized how important it is to some of people. That
Yeah, yeah.
I was a bit insensitive before that. I wasn't really too exposed to different cultures and religions. That I was like, oh yeah, I'm so conditioned to it. Like Christmas is just a holiday to me. Like I forgot it's something to do with the religion. So now I kind of like consciously I sometimes try to like remember and say happy holidays instead.
Yeah, instead of Merry Christmas.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
not everyone celebrates Christmas. So yeah, that's one of the something new that I learned recently that I wish I learned about it earlier.
That's a really good point because
Yeah.
Australia definitely is super, especially Melbourne. It's so multicultural. It's like a melting pot of cultures.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like mixing one another. It's like a cultural gangbang. I don't think that sounds about right. Cultural orgy.
As long as you're happy.
Both of you to assume that I'm happy.
Whoa, okay.
And yeah, for me, my sort of like last message for 2021 going to 2022 is to be intentional. I think it's important to be self-aware, to reflect upon yourself, to know your intentions, your motivations, your goals, your desires, what you want. That's really important, what you want in your life. Be intentional in getting what you want and what you think is best for yourself. Of course, like I can appreciate following the flow of what life's throw at you, you know? When life gives you lemon, make lemon candle. I don't know.
But you don't
But-
you don't just let life throw, I don't know, like watermelon at you. You get what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta make
Okay,
juice.
lemons, but like don't just let people throwing watermelon at you.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
that
yeah,
sense.
absolutely. I think like be intentional, reflect, understand, plan, execute,
Execution is really important.
accept.
Except yes. Sounds like some cult.
It is low high trips. That's the new cult, man. Anyhow, everyone, I genuinely wish all of you enjoy the end of the year celebration. Yeah, go appreciate life.
Drive safe.
Drive safe.
Holiday seasons, don't drive under influence.
Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, fight with your families if you want to do it.
Fight? Why fight?
Christmas dinner.
Why would they fight during Christmas dinner?
Don't you think so? Like families, they always fight during kind of like New Year, Christmas season. Because you get to see your family more.
I'll be honest, I don't really celebrate Christmas. Like, I don't have the idea. Sorry, I don't have the concept or the tradition of like celebrating Christmas. The most that my family and I do, we probably just go to like a Western restaurant and we'll eat like Western food. That's our version of Christmas. Yeah. Thank you, Jesus. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I think 2022 we'll find a day. I definitely want to talk about political correctness.
Wow. Okay.
As in like, you know, the whole Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays thing.
Man, I want to get cancelled.
It's all right.
You do it so you do it.
I'll be the martyr. I'll be the Jesus.
Oh, don't say that.
Oh
man.
God.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, that's like
cancel.
That's the preview of the political correctness. Can I say that? I mean, I believe in Jesus.
Cancel.
So
Wow.
does that give me the right? It's like
So
me being a Chinese and I'm like,
got the
ching
pass?
chong. Yeah. That's the pass. It's like we can't say the N word,
Yeah.
but you know, if I'm a appropriate ethnicity and background, I think I'll probably abuse the N word.
Oh, okay.
I mean, just like you know what I mean.
Yeah. Fair. That's fair.
Anyhow, yeah. So yep. Yo, everyone, once again, stay safe, stay low, stay high.
Yes.
go enjoy the hell. Oh no, it's not very
Yeah.
politically correct. Enjoy the heaven out of your end of the year. Celebrate responsibly.
Drive safe, eat healthy, don't drink too much.
Yeah.
Don't drive under influence. Don't cheat.
Don't cheat. Yeah, don't be a cheater. Blessings to you and your family and your friends.
Yes.
Right.
Happy holiday season.
Yeah, and we will catch you next year.
Yay.
Bye.
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 Low budget. We just beep because we don't have an actual beat.
Low high trips. Low high trips. Signing out 2021. See you next year.
Can we, God?